Hello, book lovers. Welcome to Book Summarix, where we dive deep into the world of literature. Today, we're exploring a true classic, The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. This book is a masterpiece of children's literature, but it's so much more than that. It's a story about friendship, adventure, and the beauty of nature, wrapped in a charming pastoral setting. Whether you're revisiting this book or discovering it for the first time, I promise you're in for a treat. Let's get started. Part 1. The Setting and Themes. First, let's set the stage. The Wind in the Willows is set in the English countryside, along a peaceful riverbank and the mysterious wild wood. The story is timeless, with no specific era, which adds to its magical, almost dreamlike quality. The riverbank represents tranquility, community, and the simple joys of life, while the wild wood symbolizes danger, uncertainty, and the unknown. This contrast is central to the story as the characters navigate both the safety of home and the thrill of adventure. Themes of friendship, loyalty, and personal growth run throughout the book. It's also a celebration of nature and the changing seasons, with beautiful descriptions that make you feel like you're right there on the riverbank. But at its core, this is a story about finding your place in the world and learning to appreciate the people and places that matter most. Part 2. The Characters. Now let's meet the characters, because they're the heart and soul of this story. Each one is so distinct and memorable, and together they create this wonderful dynamic that keeps you hooked. Mole. Mole is the everyman of the story. He's kind, curious, and a little naive at first. At the beginning of the book, he leaves his underground home for the first time and discovers the river, which changes his life forever. Mole's journey is all about stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing new experiences. I think we can all relate to that moment when you try something new and it opens up a whole new world for you. Ratty. Rat is the ultimate river enthusiast. He's calm, practical, and deeply connected to the water. He's the kind of friend who's always there for you, ready with a picnic basket and some wise advice. Rat represents the joy of simplicity and the importance of appreciating the little things in life. Honestly, Rat is my favorite character. He's just so grounded and lovable. Badger. Badger is the wise, reclusive elder of the group. He lives in the wildwood and is respected by everyone for his wisdom and no-nonsense attitude. Badger is the kind of character who doesn't say much, but when he does, you listen. He's fiercely loyal and always ready to help his friends, even if it means stepping out of his comfort zone. He's like the dad friend of the group, and we all need a Badger in our lives. Toad. And then there's Toad. Oh, Toad. He's the chaotic energy of the group, wealthy, impulsive, and completely obsessed with whatever new fad catches his eye. Whether it's caravans, motor cars, or something else entirely, Toad dives headfirst into his passions without thinking about the consequences. He's hilarious, but he's also kind of a disaster. Toad's journey is one of recklessness, consequences, and ultimately redemption. He's a mess, but he's our mess. Part 3. The Plot. Now let's dive into the plot. The story is a series of interconnected adventures tied together by the friendships between these characters. Mole's arrival at the riverbank. The book begins with Mole leaving his underground home and meeting Rat. Rat introduces Mole to the joys of life on the river, and the two quickly become inseparable. This sets the tone for the rest of the story. It's all about friendship, discovery, and the beauty of nature. Toad's motorcar obsession. One of the central storylines revolves around Toad's obsession with motorcars. Despite his friend's warnings, Toad drives recklessly, crashes multiple cars, and eventually gets arrested for stealing a motorcar. His time in prison and subsequent escape are some of the funniest and most dramatic parts of the book. Toad's antics are a cautionary tale about the dangers of excess and impulsiveness, but they're also incredibly entertaining. The wild wood and badger's role. Another key part of the story is Mole and Rat's adventure in the wild wood. Mole, curious and a bit reckless, ventures into the wood alone and gets lost. Rat rescues him, and they end up seeking refuge with Badger. This chapter introduces Badger and highlights the importance of wisdom, loyalty, and the safety of home. The battle for Toad Hall. The climax of the book is the battle to reclaim Toad Hall from the weasels and stoats who have taken it over. With the help of Mole, Rat, and Badger, Toad devises a plan to infiltrate his home and drive out the intruders. This final act is a satisfying conclusion to Toad's arc as he learns the value of humility and teamwork. Part 4. Themes and Analysis. Now let's talk about the deeper themes of the book. The Wind in the Willows is more than just a charming story. It's a reflection on life, friendship, and the human experience. Friendship and loyalty. The bond between Mole, Rat, Badger, and Toad is the heart of the story. Despite their differences, they stick by each other through thick and thin. It's a beautiful reminder of the importance of loyalty and the strength of true friendship. Nature and simplicity. The book is a love letter to the natural world. The riverbank, the wild wood, and the changing seasons are described with such vivid detail that you can almost feel the wind on your face. It's a celebration of simplicity and the beauty of the everyday. Growth and redemption. Toad's journey is one of the most compelling aspects of the book. He starts off as a reckless, self-centered character, but through his mistakes and the support of his friends, he learns humility and grows as a person. It's a powerful message about the possibility of change and redemption. Part 5. Why this book matters. So, why does The Wind in the Willows still resonate with readers over a century after it was published? I think it's because the story speaks to something universal, the desire for connection, the joy of discovery, and the comfort of home. It's a book that can be enjoyed by readers of all ages, whether you're a child discovering it for the first time or an adult revisiting it with fresh eyes. Personally, I love this book because it's so comforting. It's like a warm blanket on a cold day. It makes you feel safe and happy. And the characters feel like old friends. Every time I read it, I'm reminded of the importance of slowing down, appreciating the little things, and cherishing the people who matter most. That's it for today's deep dive into The Wind in the Willows. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend picking up a copy. And if you have, let me know in the comments. Who's your favorite character? Mine's Rat, hands down. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more book summaries and analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.